What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Hermit Unleashed. Oh yeah, baby. How's everybody doing? Over here at the Power Flower, and we got to finally add the power to the flower. Today, I know, at last. Feeling good about myself that this is getting pretty close to done. Let's see, it's been a couple days since I logged on. I've been goofing around a little bit with the power. But apparently somebody has left us a little semi-prank gift. What is this thing? It's chilling here. Thanks for the dirt farm. Here's a gift in return. The meat koozie. Oh, well, there's no sign of saying who it is. But if I had to take a wild guess, I'd have to say it's Slipgator. Definitely, he is the only one playing around with his meat. Oh goodness, let's see this thing. So I go in over here. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Kind of warm and meaty. Ooh, and it pushes us into the center. So nice, so nice. Ooh, I love my meat koozie. Oh, look at that, you can see through the liquid meat. All right, well this is, I hate to say it, Slip. It's kind of an eyesore, but it is very cozy. Very meaty. I'm getting a little hungry. Oh, goodness. And if you don't know what he means by referencing dirt farm, I don't think I ever showed this on camera. Let's just go look real quick. It's a little funny, One night, we were just, a lot of times we'll derp on here. We're not actually getting stuff done, just hanging out. And Slip, if we can let this stuff load. Slip has sort of like we have our little satellite thing, which also isn't loaded in yet with our solar panels. He's got a little solar panel farm over here. And this was what was generating all of his lava, and his base was running off of lava. But we're just sitting here, and I started setting down dirt above his thing, and he was getting a little angry about it, and because at first I was actually covering his solar panels. And he kept on going, breaking the block, and then I'd reset it. And then he'd break it, and then I'd reset it. And I was like, man, I can be here much later than you can. You got work tomorrow. I can just chill here all night and keep on setting down the dirt. So he got a little peeved by it, but, it was all in good fun. So then I put down for him, I cut out where all the solar panels are. And I cut out, and I said, DMAC's Dirt Farm, and I told him to keep it forever. So to get us back, and he did keep it. I got to give him props on that. He did keep it, but he gave us a little meat koozie. So you know what, Slip? We're going to leave our dirt farm. I'll let you cut that down yourself. But I appreciate the meat koozie. My favorite part about it is that it's so portable. We can just pack it up and take it home for later. I want to see something. Let's see. Do I have... Wrong one. See, we have a tank in here somewhere. I think it's full of lava right now, but I'm curious if I can... Oh, no. We got a tank like this. Does this one have stuff in it? I don't think so. Let's put that there. Do we have any buckets? Oh. No buckets. All right, let's, I'm going to run back. I'm going to pack up the meat koozie. And, yeah, we'll get on with our power. Goodbye, liquid meat. That stuff is so nasty. Oh, lordy, the meat koozie. All right, so let's get this all finished, packed up. All right, cool. We got our liquid meat. We'll just let it chill there. So, last time, we kind of discussed different ways of doing this. I tested out some things, and I was saying if we couldn't all do it flat in the ground, that we'd do kind of a checkerboard pattern. Yeah, and this checkerboard pattern looks atrocious. Absolutely horrid. So I guess it could look better if we used a different type of facade than the red, but then it would kind of throw off the rest of the build. I really wanted it like that, where it was nice and square. So basically, to do this, because we can put the facades, let's just look what it would look like. Facade, when we have it all covered up, but it's just not symmetrical because we have an even number here. If it was an odd number, everything would look better. I'm starting to really regret that, but okay. So here's what it would look like with all the facades in, and that just, it doesn't look very good. So I think we're going to tear it out. We have to use the BuildCraft pipes. I tested out even more stuff, but these pipes here are the only type that we can really put these facades on. So other things that I kind of played around with. I was asking last episode about these guys, these transfer pipes, which can put through liquid, items, and energy all through the same pipe. And they look kind of like this. So they're fairly nice looking. They're part of the extra utilities mod, but you cannot put the facades on them yet. So that's already a negative. Now, if we were able to, should I knock this stuff out yet? Yeah, I think I'm going to. If we wanted to put them on here, if they worked, we'd be able to have the solid row of them. Oh, I'm making a mess. Shut up. Oh, goodness. So we'd be able to make them solid. Now, I'll cut to the chase on this. The problem is they all work, what they actually transfer. They're really cool, by the way. Let's see. Let's get all this stuff out. So the deal with them is all the different types of those three different things, energy, liquid, and items, are shared by that one pipe, which is really cool. However, it's all based upon the nodes. So if I wanted to do a transfer node, that's for just normal items. You have to set it on the inventory that it's pulling out of. Okay, and that's what will determine if things are transferred. Then you have your transfer pipe going across like that. Does this have upgrades? Okay, so it's trying to transfer the upgrades. And then if I put this on, it should transfer all those items from this chest solely over to this chest. Hopefully. That's the plan here. And it shows you here what it's searching. This is searching across in that direction. And I guess it uses the hoppers dynamic, so it's kind of slow. You can use these. I built a whole bunch of these things. These are transfer node upgrades, so you can make them go faster. And I think that may only apply to items, possibly. I guess the liquid too. I didn't even go that far. But anyway, the reason this will not work is it's great if you're trying to put energy, liquid, and items, or any two or one of those, into one location. So let's say you had a machine that required water, required items, and required energy. That's great. It works. You can really compact it. But in our case, what we want is we want to put liquid into it, and then we want to take the energy out of it. Now, in order to send something into it, I'd have to have a node on liquid. So we'd put like a liquid node, let's see, on, let's say, this right here, and that would transfer the liquid out, and then we'd have these pipes going into these. But then to transfer the energy out of them, we'd have to put a node on each one of these, and that would mean we'd have to connect two sides. I was really kind of hoping that you could put like a node. Let's see. If I was able to do it, something like pretend this is that thing up there. This is an energy node. If we were able to do this so that the liquid came out of here, or the items came out of here, went through the node, and then pulled out of the node too, that would work. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So I hope you just followed what I said. But anyway, in a nutshell, it does not work. So we're back to square one. That didn't do what we wanted it to do. Maybe it will in the future. But anyway, so here's what I'm thinking now. It looks like using these BuildCraft pipes is still going to be our best bet. And what we're going to have to do on that is, I think, just find a better pattern. I could still compact them all, we just won't be able to see them at the surface. What we'd have to do, so let me knock all these out. Alright, so they're all out. So the two options I have now, I can have them side by side if I want to have them one below the floor. So we could do something where it was like this, down one. They're all side by side. Like this. And then we can have the liquid pipes. Let's say the liquid pipes go on the top, like this, going all the way across the entire top, and then we can just put facades over them all. Now this would probably be the best way to do it because we're able to fit the most in the smallest area, but it kind of doesn't help in the presentation factor. So we could do those pipes on top and then do the energy pipes across the bottom, like so, and then just have it all the way across, and they can be solid. That very likely is going to be how we're going to end up doing it in the end. But I want to try one more pattern first, just because half of playing Minecraft is making things presentable and looking all right, you know, as well as being functional. So why don't we try some different patterns, and let's see what we actually like. All right, so I think this is a much better looking pattern for here. It fits in a bit better, easy to wire, a lot cleaner than the checkerboard. So much cleaner. So anyway, why don't we get this going? Let's see how it all works out. Let me grab a liquid tesseract. Let's throw it in, I guess right here. Should be fine. Or you know what? Let's do it kind of in the corner, an area where we're not going to have any pipes. All right, so hopefully this will keep up with it. Let's just set this over to receive only and biofuel for outs. Bam. And we're should see them start to now pick up. Get in that liquid. Let's make sure they're all getting it. Now this liquid, it does take them a while to fill, so I think this should be pretty good. That should be way more than enough. That one's going a little slow, but it should be way more than enough. Oh, what's going on here? Come on, liquid. Come on. So it's filling all the ones that are close by it first. So that's going. Let me give it a moment to let them all fill up. All right, so they're all filled up to the gills, doing good, all full of energy, and it shouldn't be taking any more of the biofuel once they're all full. So next, why don't we hook them into here? Let's see, this still has power in it. I'm going to knock it out. I know it's a waste. I know. This is so that we can kind of just see whether it's going to be able to keep up with this bad boy. So let's throw it there. Let's knock that facing down. All right, cool. And these, it's going to look ugly for now, but don't worry, we're not going to keep the wiring like this. So let's have the power come on down. And move it over like so and like so. Boom. So now we're going to see this thing fill up. And this is kind of showing us how much MJ that we're producing. Let's wait till that fills. Alright, so this is making us, yep, it's keeping up at least 211 MJ per tick. Now if we had more MFSUs, it would probably pull out more. So, do we have any more in here? I don't think we do. I might go make another one. Oh, I keep looking in the crafting monitor. MF, nope. None. Alright, so I'm going to go craft another one. Let's knock this back out again. Let that all fill up. And we will be right back. Alright, so I made 2 more MFSUs. Probably not going to need either one of them. But we have the input limited 211 MJ per tick. Now if I add on another IC2 high voltage producer, let's see if it can maintain it or not. So let's throw that on. Either way, it should give us a better idea. Now, is it maintaining it? Nope, sucking it out. And as you can see, the BC It looks like we're making it very, very tip-top most around 270, I think is the highest I saw it spike out at. Yeah, and then it starts to get limited. So we can't really maintain 2 of them. We can maintain 1 with this. A little bit more than 1. But let's knock that back off, and then we'll see it go now. It's filling back up, and again, seems to be spiking around 270 MJ per tick. So, good to know for each one. So, I'd probably want to have at least a setup similar to this per MFSU. And that's going to, if we have 3 different sides we can do this on. We have the one here. And then we have one there. And one on that side. That's going to give us 3 MFSUs of power. So, I think that should be pretty good. Now, either way, I want to have this one here power our system. So that guy's still filling up. But why don't we do this? Now notice we haven't heard the system turn on yet at all. So we're still doing fine on everything. Let's look at our tank and see how much it's actually sucked out. It's probably not even noticeable. Yeah, very little. And how's this guy doing over here? So very little. So this should be able to produce a lot of power. So anyway, let's see. Where do I have some EU fiber cable? There we go. Let's link this guy into here. Bam. So now that's going to give power to our system. And then let's knock this solar panel. You can just knock the solar panel out. Don't. And now it is finally sustaining itself. So let's look at this. It's still going up. Now, of course, the system's not really running per se. But it's doing good. So I'm going to let that wait for this guy to fill up. Let's knock these guys out. And make sure that the system's able to. Just this one is enough to maintain our ME system. And then anything extra that we build is going to just be pure profit. Net positive power. Oh, yeah. All right. So I installed 2 more of them. Now, I was a little off. You know, in our testing over here, I just realized we never connected the middle part. So we'd be getting even more. I'm willing to guess that it's going to probably be upwards of 300 MJ. Somewhere around there. We have 20 of these. You guys can let me know. Anywho, what I think I'm going to do now, first of all, this is ugly with the wiring, and this thing is just going bonkers as it goes up and down. I've noticed my frame rate's dropped a little bit here ever since I installed this. It could be from this thing going bonkers. It could be from the liquid going through the pipes. I really don't know, but there's absolutely no need for us to convert this into EU power. And then back into here, because this guy can take either EU, MJ, whatever. So I'm going to knock that out. We have this tesseract here, which was from the solar flower. And we are going to have to set a new setting. I'll do that. I'll probably call it the power flower, which is going to be all this biofuel. But what I think I'm going to do now, and we do, by the way, I was a little off too in saying that this was all we had to power. We have to power all of our grinders. So that's going to take a lot. And then we have to add in power to all the roaster spawners. Yeah, up all in these corners. So I'm going to do this, at least for now, probably all by Energy Tesseract. And what we'll do... By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, I tinted all this to the red stained glass. I think it looks pretty cool. I think it looks good. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in a whole bunch of energy tesseracts. We're going to put 4 in each one just in case there's a little bit of excess. So I'll start it over here. And we'll just put it all in the corners so that we can access it from underneath. And we'll set it to this new power setting. And does that go by default? Good. By default, it's going into it. So 4 there. 4 over here. 3, 4, and then we'll do 4 on this one too. So I'm probably going to have to make a few more. Or maybe not. Maybe we can just, yeah, I'll make 2 more. And then we can change this guy over here to that new setting to take care of the ME, and then switch around all the other Tesseracts. So let me set up all these off camera, and we'll cut back in. Alright guys, here's kind of the moment of truth. I have one last one to set over here, but it's going to disengage this as soon as I do it. So let's wait a second for that. Let's change this guy over. It's MFR BioFuel and receive only. And then we can knock this out. And let's knock this out. And we can put the giant flower back on there. Uh-oh. What's going on? Why is it offline? Set frequency. Receive only. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Alright, so that should be okay. It's showing full power. That's cool. Let's knock this out. We can put, let's knock all these out. We can set our last energy tesseract right there. Cool, so 4 in each, and then we can cover in all the rest of the bottoms here with our flower. I know the Tesseracts stick out, but I kind of like that because it helps me to know that I can interact with them. So that's good. And then from the top side, we'll have to make more of these facades. But then we can cover it all up. Like so. Ooh, my frame rate's all over the place right now. Let's see, how's this guy doing? It's keeping up so far. We got to change this guy's energy consumption. Kind of surprised that we had all the grinders just running off of this one. I kind of feel like it should require more than that. Maybe what I can do just to make sure this keeps up. Let's see if I can sneak in here. Maybe what I should do is have each of these also extend over to that. Is that going to interact with that one? Yeah. So let's do it from right here. What I can do is go like that on each of the sides, just in case we do not want this grinder screwing up. I mean, it kept up before, so it should be fine, but just in case, why not? What's it going to hurt? Boom. And then from this side too. Let's knock these 2 out. And this way too, what will be nice is we will not have to waste energy from a tesseract. Alright, all linked in. That's good. Let's put our flower back on. And then all this can get covered up too. Nice show. We'll leave it. I'll do most of that off camera. This guy can be knocked out now. So let's knock it. That's liquid. Where's the, oh, you know what? We probably had a bunch of energy. I was a little misleading there. Let's see, where are the energy tesseracts for this thing? Did we have oh, I think we had one on each corner. Yeah. All right, that's okay. Let's knock these out. So like that. That's where I hit him. All right, well that's fine. Got more energy tesseracts. So pulled all those out. We can now throw our flower and our stems back in. Looking good. All right, so that should be all powered up and just fine now. Let's hope. Let's hope. And next, We gotta change, finally, all these roasters. Let's see, where can I sneak in? Right from the corner. Let's see, where was the energy one? Is that, I think that was in the bottoms. Check. Alright, so let me get all these switched and we'll cut back in. Alright, it's all online. Everything's all set in. I felt like it would be a little more grandiose than this. That it would just like be going all the time or something, but it's just kind of sitting in an idle state. Since we're not pulling much of any other power out at the moment, it shouldn't really have to kick on very much at all. Just powering itself. But I guess there's a couple of ways we can kind of test this out. One might be I could just pull out, I have one disk drive that has pretty much all the dies. So I could just yank those out and watch it struggle along. We have so much excess biofuel already made that it should be able to maintain itself for quite a while. So maybe, why don't we try that? I'm a little afraid that it's going to cause issues, but let's see what happens. So, and we have these disk drives, which are pretty much all empty. So that should be okay. Let's see, if I yank out die 1, die 2. Alright, let's yank them out, see what happens. Boom, boom. We should see it kick on, because see now all the dies are all at 0, pretty much. Oh, except for our red rose. Alright, but then that's going to kick on. So our red rose is now going up. So we should see all the spawners kick on now. Let's see what happens. Whoop. Is it going? Uh-oh. Oh, because our red rose... What do we have it set to? I thought I set it to 100,000. So it should be going on right now. Let's see what's going on down there. So down... Nope, it's at the top. So right now... Emit redstone signal when it's under that amount. It's set to roaster. So let's see what's going on. Why are these roaster things not going live right now? What's wrong with you guys? You should be going on. Let's sneak down here. So this should be right now receiving a redstone signal. And these are set to when redstone signal's there. So what's going on? Oh, they're out of juice. Mob juice out. When redstone signal receiving the mob juice. So it should be getting mob juice. What the heck is going on? Did I not set an output for mob juice? Because I added in all these new tanks since last time. Let's go look. That's got to be what it is. It's got to... Aha! Bam! Mob juice out. Knew there's something hung up there. Alright, so we should see them all go online now. Let's get over here. I can feel my frame rate dropping. Bam! Alright, now... Let's see what's going on. Their energy. Is this guy still fine? They're still fine. Oh. Alright, and that's good. It's still staying pretty low on the units. And let's see, where's the crafting monitor? Bam! Awesome. So this should maintain just fine. And then once it hits that amount, let's put our dies back in. Boom. And our die should shoot way the heck up. And then we should see this guy. It's at 99k. So they should be shutting off fairly soon. Awesome. This is pretty cool. So anyway, I think we're probably getting short on time for today. I'm going to keep on letting this run for a long time and just make sure that all the little kinks are worked out. And then we can finally start using this power. I'd like to also, in probably, you see, I want to get back. We got to get back top mass, and we're going to have to do something to Slip for leaving that Slip koozie, that meat koozie, even though he was getting us back, but we didn't have that on camera. Now, with pranks, the only thing is you kind of got to hold it back until the other person sees the prank. So, although that video may not be shown next, I think that's what I'm going to spend a little bit of time on, working on, and then we'll reveal it once he sees the prank. So, anyway, guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week for the next episode of Hermit Unleashed. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to hit that thumbs up because it helps me out oh so much on YouTube for my Minecraft. And, yeah. Peace out.